Akshat Sethia from MBA Tech third year would be your host for today's fireside chat. We would like to extend a warm greeting to everyone present at our 40th session of fireside chat. So, meet our guest speaker, Jigna Vora, an investigative crime journalist known for her fearless reporting from 2004 to 2011. She covered many incidents like the 1992 bomb blast trial, 26/11 attacks, and more. Jigna's compelling experience and her hook behind bars in Byculla, my day, and her book Behind Bars in Byculla, My Days in Prison inspired the web series Spook, directed by Hansal Mehta. Besides journalism, she practices healing, tarot card reading, and astrology while passionately researching and writing for web series and movies. So, ma'am, how are you doing on this
Good
wonderful
morning.
Saturday morning?
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm great. How are you all?
We are doing very fine, ma'am. We are very
There
honored
is
to have
some
you today.
disturbance, I think. So I don't know from my end or your end. Something is your voice is cracking in
Ma'am,
between.
okay, we are so sorry. I'll just
No,
ask
no,
you
it's
to
okay.
just.
Your voice is cracking. Am I audible properly?
You are audible, ma'am. Very,
So
very
your
properly.
voice is cracking.
And am I audible clearly now?
Yeah, I can't hear you. You have got hanged.
Ma'am, actually, I think your internet connection is lagging.
Yeah. Because I think my connection is so perfect.
Okay, ma'am, just a second.
Yeah, just check it.
It's fine now.
Yeah.
Just a second, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, so now am I audible clearly?
Yes, yes, better it is.
Okay, ma'am. So please tell us, how are you doing on this wonderful Saturday morning?
Yeah, Saturday morning is a lazy morning. Actually, I have shifted my house. So I have to rush here because there is no yet Wi-Fi and also it's a running Saturday morning.
Okay. I mean, we can understand that, but we are
I know it's
very
okay.
thankful.
With young students, I feel like I should also be energetic like you people, no?
Ma'am, thank you for joining us today.
Again, your voice is gone. I can't hear you. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
I
Guruji, you
can't
are not
hear
audible.
her.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. I'm not able to listen to her. She's not audible.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the first question,
Yeah.
ma'am. How did you become the best crime reporter in Mumbai? And what was your journey about it?
So basically, I'm a LLB graduate. I have done LLB long back in 1996. Then I have done my MBA. And after my divorce, I started with mass communication, diploma in mass communication. And I just landed up being a court reporter initially in Free Press because of my law background. And there is a very thin line between court and crime reporting because ultimately all criminals are brought to court only. So that's how the journey started of being a crime reporter.
well, the next, am I audible now, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the another question which I want to ask you is, what hurdles have you faced being the first female crime journalist, and would you advise younger generation to explore this domain?
Yeah, see, there are many hurdles as such, not just for women or male or female, but yes, we have to face extra, not just from the male counterparts only. That is the toughest competition I had to face, because nobody was really no, they don't want a female, and that too a crime reporter to be on field. So yes, it was very tough. And initially, uh, I was with Free Press, then I was with Mumbai Mirror, then I was with Midday, and then with Asian Age. So from the four newspapers, print media, where two of them were not a big brand. So that was the another reason that I used to feel, left out, because the colleagues, other crime reporters used to think, "अरे ये तो कोई चालू नहीं, इसका readership इतना नहीं है." So even to cultivate source also, it used to take lot of time, because sources also want their stories to be read. So if your circulation is less, they will say, why should I give it to her, this paper? Instead of that, I should give it to some brand. So yes, it was very tough, but I always say that cultivating a source is very important factor in crime reporting. It is based on trust. So, and it doesn't have, like how all relationships needs time to cultivate. We can't dominate whether it's professional or personal. So a patience, lot of patience, and gradually when they start trusting you, they have a faith that you won't manipulate your story. You will just go with the facts. That's how gradually we built up a relationship between a reporter and a source, which is the most important relationship.
Well, actually, I also know.
I can't hear you.
Ma'am, your
Yes, I am
journey.
actually, you are audible. I don't know why she's not audible.
Akshat,
So,
you please continue.
yeah, ma'am. So, ma'am, your journey and your words are very inspiring. Many individuals avoid coming to crime sections, which is a common trend in the journalist area. What inspired you to work as a crime reporter?
As I told you, it was not this as a reporting. I mean, to some media, journalism was not at all a planned career. So, as I told you, after divorce, I could have easily gone to being a lawyer, start practicing. But when you are at the age of 32 and you are restarting your career, so I was totally clueless that what I'm supposed to do. It just happened that because my son had a morning school, I had to do something, take up some course, evening course, and only mass media course was there that time happening in evening. So I took up that course, and one of our crime reporter, Mr. Hussain Zaidi, was once came to our college, like how I am today giving a visiting, faculty, and I was so impressed with his lecture that I thought that I will go, take up a crime reporting. That's how I got into this field. And initially, I was a court reporter for 2 years, and that's the court. In your language, you can say it's a sort of a campus where you meet criminals, where you meet lawyers, and that's the place where all my sources. It was a hub for me, going to court and digging out the stories from there.
Well, am I audible, ma'am, now?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's
Um,
okay.
well, that's actually very fascinating. Like having an interest of something, like passion about going to the courtroom. That's actually what every youth deserve, like having the passion. So also, we got to know that you have been in a challenging situation for a long time. What advice would you give to others going through the same situation?
I haven't. Can you write the questions because it's breaking in between. Your voice is totally breaking.
Ma'am, am I audible now?
Now you are audible. Yes, there is something must be wrong with the headphones, I think.
Okay, ma'am. So, yeah. So
Yeah, this is
having a
better.
passion is what every youth deserves.
Yes.
Every youth deserves that. That is work, like, you know, which is whoever are joined to us today. The youth deserves passion, and you had a passion too. But after going through your profile, we also got to know that you have been in a challenging situations for a long time. So, what advice would you give to others going through the same situation, like having to face those challenges and going through it?
First of all, I would like to tell everyone, don't do the mistakes what I have done, so that you won't be in that situation what I was in. That's what I expect younger generation to be. There are, I got very emotional. I used to get very emotional while on field. I used to get very attached with my stories. And I used to try to dig more, and then I landed up making a lot of enemies. So I want people should just get into the fact when once one IPS officer had given me a call, and he just told me, Jigna, stop doing social service. And that time I used to feel that I want to change world. And I told, no, sir, मैं तो कुछ गलत कर नहीं रही हूँ. Why should I be scared of? But 6 months, 8 months down the line, this incident happened. So I'm not, yes, one person can can't change the system, but at least somewhere we can start. However, I would really want you people to, draw a line where, you should know where to say no. I was unable to say no in my all relationships, particularly even in professional relationship. I was not able to tell no to my editor. कि नहीं मैं नहीं करूंगी ये. And success is very unbelievable. It is difficult to digest success. So yes, younger generation should be well aware that today you are successful, tomorrow you don't know what you are going to go through it. So just take each day as it is, take each story as it is, and see to it that you don't get into that vicious circle of ego and arrogance. That's what happened with me. We think that, as a reporter, I used to think, see, I'm giving back-to-back page one story. Oh, I cannot miss any stories. And I don't know how I got into the trap of giving just breaking stories. But we fail to understand that it is the other person who wants you to do the story. You are not doing any breaking story. वो सामने वाला जब चाहेगा तभी जो स्टोरी चाहेगा वो स्टोरी ही वो आपको देगा. All your sources are very professional. They handpick whom they want to give the story depending upon their trust. Plus, they know what story when to give. Timing is decided by them, not by us, which everybody should understand this.
Yes, ma'am. Saying no is very difficult, and there's a time come when we have to say no. Coming to the next question, as a crime reporter, have you ever covered any criminal activities without revealing specific details or identities that could harm those involved?
Yes, the basic, rule of any reporting journalism is you should never disclose your source. That. And you should always protect them. You cannot reveal their identity. Whether I used to cover a lot of investigating stories. But one thing what I always used to stick to it, that I would always do stories based on documents. Because of here, my law background helped me a lot. Because of law is based on documents. Whatever is written, you can fight out in court of justice. You can argue on that basis. So I used to always take out with whatever petition, applications, and do stories on that basis. That was my first thumb rule that I learned from court reporting. But gradually the stage came where you are totally dependent on your sources. Slowly, you will understand why you get an experience that how much your source is telling truth or not. That you will come to know through your experience. And yes, you can never reveal certain kind of which is information which can be harmful to national security, something which can damage society at a larger scale. You should not do such kind of a stories, and you cannot reveal certain things which will harm society at large.
Well, yeah, that's insightful, ma'am. But like, did you ever wonder, like, if you reveal this particular person's name, it will impact your career as a crime reporter?
That's how we are taught, no, not to reveal the name.
Yeah, okay.
We are taught that way. So there was no questions ever. Once I meet you, you give me a story, then I and you don't have any relationship. We part ways. आप आपके रास्ते पे हो, मैं मेरे रास्ते पे हूँ. So, and my sources were very small people like constables, like, a chai wala, like a peon. So they were all very small people. So there was obviously no questions of disclosing their identity, and all big stories will come from such people only because they are connected to grassroots level.
Well, moving on to the next question, ma'am. There would have been numerous occasions and situations where when you would have been disappointed or lost faith in the legal system of our country. So how did you fight those emotions and remain strong?
Once you are living in a country, any country, whether you are in States or India or wherever you are, you have to follow law of land. You cannot, it doesn't work like what I like and what you like. So you have to take one, as I said, one day at a time. You have to have lots and lots and lots, not lots, lots and lots of patience. You should have that faith. You should have that will to just stand up and go through the situation, no matter what the situation is. Like what I have learned is first accept the situation. Yes, I'm in this situation. I'm in jail now. I can't do anything. I have to accept it, and it took me really lot of months and months till my son came to meet me in jail, and he told me, "Mom, you have not done anything." That day I realized it. Now it's time to stop crying and just take each day as it is. Take a baby step and just hold on. It's a matter of time. So first is acceptance. Second is surrendering. Okay. You may surrender to your family. You may surrender to God. You may surrender to whosoever you trust. That is the second thing. Hold on. It's a matter of time. And lastly is take each day as it is, baby step. As you all are management students, take a small goals. While sitting in jail, I took each day. Okay, first let charge sheet get filed. Okay, charge sheet file ho gayi. Now let's work on bail. Bail file ho gayi. I cannot expect that directly second day I will file my bail application. No, it doesn't work. There is certain system. We have to follow that system, whosoever it is, whether it is me or anybody. Law of land does prevail.
Yeah. So, yeah, that trust, accept, and the baby steps will always be encoded in my brain, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Yeah. While looking into a specific crime, were there any specific events or people who played a significant role in your exoneration?
Yes, as I told you, I was into investigating crime reporter. So gradually from court, I came to crime reporting, then investigating. So there were very, famous officers, not IPS, but who are PSI, PI level of officers who were my great sources. Like one, I did a story which was, a Mumbai Mirror front page story. So that is the story very close to me, which you have seen in Scoop, that my grandfather and I go to a railway station in the morning and check the story. So that it is a real incident. There was one story which made a headlines and was on front page of Mumbai Mirror. That story is about the terrorist. That is, I and my grandfather went to railway station at 4 o'clock in the morning to just see whether that story on page one, and it was on a page one. So that story is very close to me. Then there are incident like 2611, which is very close to my heart, because there we did lot of human interest stories. It was just not about crime reporting or investigating remote reporting, but July train blast of Mumbai, Malegaon blast, which this all terror events, from that I learned a very human type of human interest story. So that was a very difficult for me to go to places where there is a death in a family. Young boy must have died in a train blast. You are going to his home, and parents are totally clueless. And then, talking to them, first giving them that comfort and understanding their pain, and then doing a story about it. Such kind of a story had a great impact on me.
Yes, ma'am. So, uh, there is a time come when we have to stay strong. So, coming to the next question, how do
Yeah.
you interview a potential? How do you interview a potential criminal while maintaining that composure and calmness? Because they have a tendency to sway the interview judgment.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Uh, how do you interview a potential criminal while maintaining composure and calmness? Because they have a tendency to sway the interview's judgment. Hello, ma'am.
Looks you lost her.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't know how it became mute. Yeah. Can you
Can I?
please? I am not able to switch on my video.
Our faculty mentor will
Yeah. Yeah.
soon let you know.
Okay, ma'am. Can I ask the question again?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So, staying strong is very difficult. Uh,
Yes.
so, how do you interview a potential criminal while maintaining that composure and calmness? Because they have a tendency to sway the interview's judgment.
Yes. See, any criminal, first they will play with your emotions. Okay. They will project themselves to be the victim. So you never know that, as you rightly said, they will try to influence you, and they will First of all, they will, all of them, whether it, even me to that extent, won't admit what they have, whether they have done or not done. They always play a victim card. So you have to be very careful. Just go by the facts. And there is a very thin line between you are doing a work, you are doing a job wherein you have to totally depend upon the facts. Just stick to that. जो स्कूप में एक famous dialogue है. If somebody says that it is raining and other says it's not raining, you have to go outside and check whether it is really raining or not. You cannot quote both of them. So then we have to use our own intuition, our own, experience, our own knowledge, wisdom, and, weigh the truthfulness of that criminal. And try to stick always with, or try to depend more on documents. If you are doing crime or any reporting, nowadays you get everything on, documents, sab cheez ka mil jata hai. Suppose that a criminal is telling something fancy thing, but if you want to know whether he's lying or not, you can, go take out his statement. So whatever he has told to police, though it is not admissible in court of law, but that will at least give you a fair idea whether he is telling truth or not.
Well, there are like two faces to the card. You have to check what face we are looking at.
Please
Yeah.
repeat. I can't hear.
Yeah. Great points, ma'am. Let's shift gears a bit. We discovered your interest in tarot cards and astrology.
Yeah.
When reviewing your profile, what do you to study tarot cards and astrology?
Yes. So after this incident of, I call it my jail yatra, basically. So when you are in that situation, you want to know why this happened with me. So I was seeking many answers that, like if I have not done anything, why I landed up in this? What is the reason of me going through all these things? So in seeking that answers, I I took a help of spirituality. I used to myself visit many astrologer, and nobody used to was able to give me a right guidance, first guidance and solution, and nobody even told me that why this happened. So I thought, in order to get that answer, I learned myself. And today you won't believe, my horoscope does have that jail, what we say, imprisonment. It's there. So I want people to guide. I guide them, and I make them aware that what is happening with them, what is the reason for that, and how to cope up with them. So spirituality is a medium I take as a medium which helped me in calming myself, making me more strong, understanding karma better way. And, you start thinking at a macro level. You just are not thinking about yourself. Here I'm as a healer, I became healer, and I started thinking about a society. When I say that mere saath galat hua hai, and society has not initially didn't accept me as I am, I'm also a part of a society. So if मैं अगर नारा लगाती हूँ तो मुझे भी society को accept करना पड़ेगा as they are. So this is my way of, accepting the situation and trying to help people in whatever way I can.
Yeah, ma'am. So changing thinking from ourselves to the for the society and for the people, for all, is very important, and you share the great insights with us.
Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, in modern times, people are forgetting about the roots of astrology. Well, as long as I knew, India had this history with the astrology and everything from the past, from the beginning. So, what would you like to say on this, like the forgetting thing, and how will astrology will help us in today's time?
Yes. See, now we have a modern career counseling and all that. It is a part of that's they read your, whatever. I don't know. I've not gone through that career counseling. I think I should have gone so that at least somebody would have advised me not to go for a crime reporting. Anyways, so astrology is not it's a 5-year course for your information. So it's not that, you learn overnight. It has lot of calculations like how you students are taking up courses which are of 5 years or whatever now. So I also I studied astrology for 5 years. So it's a very deep study. And it's not that अरे astrologer हवा में बोलते हैं पैसा कमाते हैं ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. It's really I had to, and I'm a very weak in maths. I have done my LLB in economics. So astrology has a lot of mathematical calculation also. So किसी को अगर 4 साल में खत्म होता था तो मेरे को 5 साल लग गए. But yes, I finally managed to do it. And through astrology, we can come to know which career can be good for you. You can come to know whether you have that yoga, what we call, of going and settling abroad. When you will go, time of events, through astrology we can tell. When are you going to get married? Whether you should go for love marriage or arranged marriage. And how your relationships will be with your parents, with your mother. So it helps a lot. I will give you an example of my son. He is of you guys' age of 23 years old. He has done hotel management. I always wanted him to do chemical engineering. But it was very unfortunate that when he was in 12th standard, my judgment was about to come. And it had affected him a lot. And he has always been a bright student. He used to get around 95-96%. But in 12th standard, because of all this thing happening around, his percentage dropped to 60%. As a result, he couldn't crack engineering. Then I took him to career counseling, and we came to know he should do something related to hospitality. And that's how he got into hotel management. Now, by that time I had learned astrology. I kept on telling him that you should go abroad. You should go abroad. Then he was, no, Mama, I can't leave you alone and go abroad. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. But as destiny, he went last year. Somehow, I don't know what happened to him. Suddenly he told, yes, I will try to go abroad. And he got job over there. Now, today he is a chef in Marriott, Texas. And he went in December. So his horoscope shows he has to settle abroad. And timing of event also, I told him, you have to go by this time and you will go. He never believed me. वो बोलते ना घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. So he laughed it off. No, I don't want to go. But situation happened that way that he went.
Well, that's all what I would say, destiny.
Yes, that's what destiny is. And in his horoscope, it is clearly written that he can't do engineering. He won't able to do it. See how it changed?
Got it. Well, that's very insightful, ma'am. And also, I wanted to know how you had you felt the passion for astrology, like how you felt it, like, okay, I need to learn more about it.
It's a very deep science, basically, it's a game of planets. And once you cannot just do half, and I myself have this nature that I don't do anything half-heartedly. I will just go all out. I will give my 1000%. And this is for every one of us, just, paise ke liye, just for money. You should not take up certain things. That should be your passion. Nowadays, like me, parents impose their, nahi, engineer banana hai, ye banana hai. No, don't. Let them do what they want to do. And now, Yes, I'm not saying that in a crime reporter, I used to not get satisfaction. I was satisfied with the work I was doing. Even and now I'm more satisfied. Now I'm at peace, you know. I get sleep. घोड़े बेच के सो जाती हूँ मैं. वो time पे, you know, you are always running for TRP. You want breaking. You are constantly, your mind is working. Whether, as you have seen in Scoop also, I'm on a vacation and still I'm thinking about stories.
I have in Kashmir, right?
So now I think once a client comes to me, I will give everything. And most of the time I do charity, I do free ka work. And then I sleep. Acha, theek hai, mera kaam ho gaya. And I feel so satisfied that because of my counseling, somebody is able to take a right decision in life. Here, I am trying to make someone positive in reporting, specifically in crime reporting. You are always surrounded by negative energies. Now I'm happy that I'm in a company of a very good. I'm not saying in crime there are bad people. No, there is no good, not bad. But this has given me, this profession is giving me 10,000% satisfaction and happiness above all, which I think is more important at this point of time in our life. At least at my age of 50.
So, in modern times, people do that. What was your reaction when you realized that that your book was going to be adapted as a Netflix series?
Obviously, I was very happy that people will know the truth. Being a writer, book writing was basically a therapy for me to vent out what was there inside me. And you won't believe that right now in my family, only my son and I am there. My grandparents have expired, my parents have expired, and nobody had read the book because उनमें courage ही नहीं था. And nobody even till today have asked me what happened inside jail because they were scared to, you know, face that what I have gone through. Right now, even today, I have not watched 4th, 5th, and 6th episode. My family has told me not to watch and revisit that, you know, journey again. And my extended family, like my mama, mommy, they took 15 days to, you know, watch the series. Because 10-15 minute के बाद सब लोग रोने लगते थे. But in the end, we as a family, we are all happy that truth is out. Because at that time, my family was clueless कि ये सब क्या हो गया. We are typical बनियास, गुज्जूस. पुलिस से किसी को कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. And I was inside jail, so nobody was knowing what is the truth. जो पेपर में आता था, लोग वो पढ़ के सब मानते थे ये सच है. Nobody was there to listen to my side of the story. And nobody was there to even convey my side of a story. So Scoop has made a lot of difference as people have now come to know the truth. Writing book was launched in 2019, just before lockdown. And nowadays, this generation believes in web series more than reading book, which I am not. I would appeal every generation, you guys, please have habit of reading book. Book are your good partners. If you have a habit of, you know, reading book, you won't feel lonely. Netflix chill, I don't know why it is called chill. मुझे नहीं पता है, but जो दिखता है वो सच नहीं होता है. So I would really appeal, if your professors and faculty are there in this session, they will also somewhere agree to me, reading is must. Now everything is handy. You get everything on your mobile. Twitter hai, ye hai, wo hai, sab kuch hai. But still, people feel lonely. Why? Why? Nobody introspects that. Everything is Google pe hai. नेटफ्लिक्स स्टील है, हॉटस्टार का कुछ और टैगलाइन होगा, आई डोंट नो, बट स्टिल पीपल आर लोनली. Why relationships are not working? Look at social media, it's full of, you know, all goals of relationship, couple goals, relationship goals. बट जो ये रिलेशनशिप गोल्स और कपल गोल्स को हैशटैग करते हैं ना, उनके खुद के रिलेशनशिप के मानदे होते हैं. बट still people get carried away with social media. I'm not saying it's not good, it's good. It keeps you updated, but restrain use of it as much as you can. I know this advice is not going to go well with you, all the students, but at least try.
It is going well, ma'am. Like even our faculties and everyone tell us that reading should be what you should do. Like,
See?
we have a whole library just for the sections of books, all of these books just for like reading and letting us know that there you are going to get the information on your screen,
Yes.
but you should go to library and read this particular book, which is like they will even tell us the position of the book.
But I am sure attendance in library will be 10%, but online on Insta there will be 100%. All must be on Insta online. I am sure of this.
Okay, so let's continue with another question. So in today's day and age, everyone wants and expects masala, the masala
Yes,
which
yes.
everyone wants. So what role does the media play in uncovering the true facts, the actual facts?
Yes, as a media, we have a lot of responsibilities on our shoulders, because we are supposed to show the fact, what is really happening. But everybody has to run their business. TRP ka khel hai. So in that race, we try to make a masala. And gossiping. Let's start from our home. People love listening to gossip. दूसरे के घर पे क्या होता है, everybody likes to listen to that. Our mothers वो टाइम पे मोबाइल नहीं हुआ करते थे, एक दूसरे को पूछते थे, अरे काय झाला, क्या हुआ. We are so much interested in that. So that, and media knows this. So media is doing what we are looking for probably. Society wants sensationalism only. Totally, I can't note at all. No voice.
There is the expectation of the certain kind of thing. Like when you were crime reporter, wasn't there this expectation in the back of your mind that I should add something that I should create something that will create the hype. Like was there any this kind of thinking? Should I uncover the the true facts when you were rushing, you used to rush on the crime scene? I've seen in Scoop. So what was going on in your mind at that moment? Okay, I've seen this one scene that you are you had a plan with your son, but you left that plan for that going to that crime scene. So what was going into your mind at that moment?
I will be very frank. At that time, the only thing was I should not miss the story. मेरे पास, I am very frank. I should not give that, oh, I used to feel ये वो नहीं. At that time, back of mind it was, अरे कुछ मिस नहीं होना चाहिए, वरना एडिटर सब कल तो लग जाए. कौन से अगर डीएनए में कुछ आया है, टाइम्स में आया है, और मेरे पास वो नहीं है, तो सवेरे सवेरे एडिटर 6 बजे कॉल करके पूरा दिन की लग जाएगी. So that was the only thought, frankly speaking. So I think I have answered, because too much of competition is there. You are always on move. You don't want to miss anything. And then this is an addiction, because people start, thinking, specifically editors, that oh, Jigna तो कभी मिस कर ही नहीं पाएगी स्टोरी, मिल जाएगी. और उसमें अगर कुछ मिस होता है तो वही एडिटर छोड़ता नहीं है. वो जो स्कूप में एडिटर दिखाया है उतना अच्छा एडिटर नहीं होता है, वो सिर्फ मूवी में और वेब सीरीज में दिखता है. इतना अच्छा इमरान किसी को नहीं मिलता है, मेरे को तो आज तक नहीं मिला है.
Okay, so moving to the next question. Can you share some insights on how journalists in inside information and handle their sources.
Yeah, that's how gradually you learn. It's a process. First day when I remember my joining Free Press as a trainee reporter. And on that day, one gangster had landed in India. He was deported, extradited. So I was totally clueless. And my editor told, the best editor I have worked with is of Free Press Journal, Mr. Sailendra Zaban. And he's not Imran, for your information. So, and he's the best editor I have ever worked in. Though I've just worked under him for 6 months, he just told me, Jigna, go. अरे what go? किधर go? मुझे कुछ मालूम ही नहीं है क्या करना है मुझे कहाँ से कैसे स्टोरी मिलती है. What is taught in college is totally different than what is there on field. You don't know at all anything. And that time, that court was Tada Court and it was inside the premises of Arthur Road Jail. And for that, to enter that premises, it was 1993 bomb blast trial. You need a special I card. मेरे पास तो वो आई कार्ड भी नहीं था, तो मैं तो 2 घंटे बाहर ही खड़ी थी पान वाला के पास. और वो पान वाला से बात करते करते मुझे 6 स्टोरी मिल गई जो अंदर नहीं किसी के पास. So this is how it works. I to generally question, अरे काय झालं केव्हा येणार बाय कोण कोण येते ऐसे बात करते करते मुझे 6 साइड स्टोरीज मिल गई. And that turned out to be a page 1 story, which I never knew this is the story. मुझे नहीं पता था. वो ऐसे ही कन्वर्सेशन थी पान वाले के साथ. अरे दादा कोण कोण येते इकडे काय होते काय नाही. I was just trying आई कार्ड कसं बनवायचं. I was just trying to do my time pass कि कैसे करूं क्या करूं. And I went to office and I narrated the whole thing to editor that I couldn't go inside the court and this is what happened with me because I was not having I card. So Dhawan sir told, अच्छा ठीक है कोर्ट के अंदर तो सबके पास वही स्टोरी है उनकी. Let us do this story. So we did something what that Panwala told me and that came out to be a different story.
Well, you created a new source at that moment when you did that. So continuing, can you share some of the best and sensitive cases till date that you have covered? Like any of it which you have
Yeah,
covered?
as I told you right now, I have covered 1993 bomb blast trial. That is specific. You all may not be knowing it, but yes, you may only know that Sanjay Dutt was one of the accused in that. So I have covered that trial. Then I have covered 26/11 as an incident also and as a trial also. I have done that. Then I have covered major crime like all the crimes happening in Mumbai city and nearby like Delhi blast, Ahmedabad blast, then Bangalore blast. Then most of the stories like you say city crime like Neeraj Grover murder case wherein ex-Navy officer had chopped along with his girlfriend. You can check, I have covered that. Most of the sensational cases which took place from 2004 to 2011, I have covered everything, including JD murder case. Still, I was not an accused.
That's insightful because I have seen Scoop and I've seen you working like, going on the crime scene, rushing there. That's very inspiring, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, well,
Okay, so what is the final piece of advice that you would like to leave the audience with?
Yeah. First and the foremost advice to everyone who are watching and who must be later on seeing this conversation, never take your family for granted. This is yes, peers are there, friends are there. ठीक है, all जीने मरने के वादे सब करते हैं, but first if something goes wrong in your life, the first person to run away will be your boyfriend and girlfriend. Believe me, it has happened with me. I have seen inside jail Many females used to wait for, their boyfriend, and nobody used to turn up. It was only family who used to come, because family don't have an option. Okay. So never take your family for granted. We feel that अरे मम्मी बोलती है, dad बोलते हैं, but कुछ अच्छे के लिए बोलते हैं. Okay. So never take them for granted. That. Second, come out of your comfort zone. Work hard. It's not everything. It's not about pay package. Life is beyond that. Invest in relationship, whether it's your sources, whether it's your, personal relationship, whether it's your professional relationship. Invest in your relationships. I think these are very important things. No. So this is very important. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Definitely having a good, healthy relationship and maintaining those are very important. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would like to inform the chat that you guys are open for questions to Jigna ma'am. So feel free to ask her the doubts or any queries if you want to ask any experiences of her life. Anyone?
What is the question? It has come in modern times. People are forgetting the roots of astrology. What would you like to say on this? As in, how will astrology help us in today's time? I think I have answered this question.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, ma'am.
So I like to ask a question, ma'am. What motivated you to choose the ancient meditation technique of Vipassana?
Yes.
How has this practice contributed to healing your mind?
Yes.
Because I do meditation daily, and I know the healing power of the meditation and the calmness it gives after.
Yes, Vipassana helped me tremendously. Whatever today I am, I think I'm because of Vipassana. Everybody, yes, if you are doing meditation, it's excellent at this age. I started at the age of 42. So today you guys should, even in college, there should be once a week, 45 minutes of meditation lecture or some time slot should be there. That helps you a lot, because the amount of stress nowadays people are going through, meditation helps a lot. And for me, it was necessary for me to introspect. When you go for a meditation at Vipassana, you are not supposed to talk for 10 days. You have to be in silence. So that is the time when you start going inward, when outward journeys is restricted. And it really helped me a lot, tremendously. It helped me to become calm, as you are rightly saying it. It helped me to become aware. My blood cells knows what is right and what is wrong. I now think twice before saying anything. I just don't jump. I don't judge anyone. This meditation helped me with all these things.
That's insightful, ma'am. Even I would like to ask a very simple question, that as your profile mentioned, and even we know that you meditated on the Manikaran Ghat, which is very,
Yes.
I don't know, I can feel the sensation of having to meditate on that ghat, because there are people going for their heavenly ride behind you, and what was the impact of it on you at that moment, and did it somewhere affected you on your life, being there
Yes.
and doing that?
As I told you, now my grandparents are no more. I have done their final rites. And then going to Banaras, and before that, I think I went to Banaras and to meditate in company of dead bodies, you know. There are piles of dead bodies around you and you are just meditating with them. So this is the fact of life. You cannot run away. You cannot fear death, except that this is your final destination. Nobody is going to come. And in Banaras, in that Manikarn Ghat, it's a very, you know, death is so, मतलब easy nahi, kya bolte? Death is a business over there. I was just sitting there और किसी की चिता जल रही थी. मैं घाट के होटल पे रुकी थी और मेरा ही ड्रेस वो चिता के ऊपर सूख रहा था. And I was like, ये तो मेरा ड्रेस है. So this is how the life is. You accept it. You are. I was shocked. हम लोग क्या करते हैं जनरली वी गो टू स्मशान, फिर आके हम लोग नहा लेते हैं, वी डू ऑल दैट थिंग्स. अरे यहाँ तो वो डेड बॉडी के ऊपर ही मेरा कपड़ा सूख रहा है. वो पूरा होटल का सब टॉवेल वॉयल सब वहां पे सूख रहा था. सो दिस इज इट वाज आई वाज लाइक व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. क्या करें, कपड़े तो 5 ही लेके गई थी ना, वो पहनना ही पड़ा in spite of knowing that अरे ये तो see. So that I understood that death is the fact of life. It's ultimate destination. Accept it. वो भी होने ही वाला है. मेरा भी ऐसा ही, कल मैं मर जाऊंगी, मेरे ऊपर भी किसी और का कपड़ा सूख रहा होगा. You never know. वहां पे टोकन सिस्टम मिलती है. You get a how bank में token now. You generation must be not knowing all these things. But वहां पे dead body को जलाने की token system है. So dead body line में पड़ी रहती है. So this was all new to me basically.
Well, actually, death is inevitable. You can't run away from it. You will never will. So, I would like to thank you, and I would like to, today we had the privilege of exploring the remarkable journey of you, ma'am. The name, the name behind the story scope, the name that is Jigna Vora. A fearless, I would say, fearless to describe you, a fearless crime reporter. Your unwavering dedication to the truth and justice, which was also showed in the the Netflix series, because it justifies you, ma'am. If I have to conclude you, because I was so excited to, having to host you was an honor, was definitely an honor. And your unwavering deduction of the truth and justice, running here and there just to get that, one little, I can say, a hint or anything to write in your story, that, and your resilience in the, for facing the challenges, and, your passion for the ethical journalism, and, has left me and everyone present here inspired.
Thank you. I will again request, please don't neglect family. Please. They are there for you and they will always be there for you. Stick by them like they stick by you. Don't neglect your family. Never.
So I like to, and we like to hear more about yourself and your journey. But taking time as a constant, let us carry ma'am's valuable insights with us as we move forward, seeking truth and compassion in our paths. Thank you, Smita Bonda ma'am and Harshal Kotwal sir. Thank you for being part of this memorable session. And thank you, Dr. Suspendra Desai sir, for being the part of this session, for being the part of this memorable session. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. All the best to all of you. We look forward as a young generation. Yes, I personally look forward. All of you should do great in life. And I'm sure you will do excellent. All the best. And just have faith in yourself. Everybody can do everything. Just hold on. One failure doesn't define you. If you are not able to crack some interview, it's fine. Take it. It's okay. You will be able to do something better is in store. Be mentally strong. This is a need of today's generation, that we don't have a tolerance power. I'm not talking about you people. I'm talking about myself. This is what I have gone through. I had a lot of frustration, lot of aggression that didn't help me at all. So, ठीक है, नहीं हो पा रहा है इंटरव्यू क्रैक, वो पे पैकेज नहीं मिल रही है, इट्स ओके, लॉन्ग वे टू गो, टेक अ बेबी स्टेप, थोड़ा थोड़ा करके आगे बढ़ेंगे, एक साथ ऊपर जाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। ग्राउंड फ्लोर से फर्स्ट फ्लोर जाते हैं, फर्स्ट से 10th फ्लोर जाते हैं, डायरेक्ट 10th फ्लोर नहीं जाने का। इट्स ओके, इट विल टेक अ टाइम, बट इट विल हैपन इवेंचुअली। ओके,
Yeah, just before closing, I just want to make a small point.
यस सर।
Yeah, thank you very much, first of all, for accepting our invitation to be part of this interesting discussion. Because we all know that judiciary and press and media, they are third and fourth estates, and they're totally very tightly intertwined.
Yes.
And there is a fine line between them. To just separate them also, one has to trot very carefully. Otherwise, there is every possibility that you fall prey. Yesterday,
Yes.
I just wanted to share with you, yesterday we had our convocation in Mumbai. Dr.
Yeah.
Nishit Desai was there as our chief guest.
Okay, okay.
Nishit Desai Associates.
Yeah.
He was telling that one interesting part, what he said was that you interlace law with multidisciplinary approach. See,
Yes.
you were basically a lawyer, came as crime reporter. He was putting it the other way around. Have a robotic engineer, have a mechanical engineer. They will be able to solve the issues more rigorously and methodically, and then take the law as advantage. So he was telling everybody to go for law. Don't practice, but study law, so you understand the basics of the law. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, you should know the law of the country you are living. So at least you don't land up in, any situation where you won't be able to get out of it. Specifically, like if you say hit and run case, nowadays young generation just want to have that fun, chill, whatever you guys call it. I don't know. I'm not so much into all this thing, but you should know the repercussion of it. And law will help you with all that. You will know the system much better. Whosoever you are, whether you are any big shot or a normal person, law is equal to everyone, and which I know, I've gone through this, that I never got any special treatment because I was of a media, and I'm really very thankful to judiciary that my faith in judiciary is still intact. Yes, it takes years, but then that's how our backlog, they can't do, they are also human after all. So yes, everybody should know what they are doing and do everything where you are doing in awareness. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Remember but if you remember the comments of the justice in Nirbhaya case, the way the media treated the trial, he was said that he told that if I don't give punishment, I will be hung.
Arey sir, you won't, I was so scared on the day of my judgment that what if, because media always wrote everything against me. I was so scared in the morning when I left for the judgment, 2nd May 2018, I just hugged my son and everybody was crying, my family, because I was so scared that what if, judiciary is influenced by media, to mera kya hoga? But at the end, I was so much thankful to the judge and judiciary that everything went as based on the evidence and not what media used to say. I'm very thankful to that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
That was Justice Kurian. Yeah.
Yes. Shall I leave?
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.